Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. No. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
It's the holiday season, and there is a lot going on. So today on CityCast Las Vegas, I'm with Vegas YouTuber Norma Jelly and my co-host David Figler, and we're going to point you to the best events, experiences, and dining options December has to offer. It's Tuesday, November 26th. I'm Sarah Lohman, and here's what Las Vegas is talking about. Okay, tomorrow we're going to release our Vegas gift guide, but I'm curious, Norma and David, if there's just a little something that you're going to treat yourself to this holiday season rather than gifting it away. What about you, Norma?
Oh my God. So for me, I think I'm going to take myself on a little cabin adventure.
How nice.
I'm not sure where yet. I'm thinking about either Washington or Colorado. And honestly, I'm okay going by myself. I just want to go be in the middle of nowhere, bunch of snow everywhere. And I don't know. I think that's what I want to do for myself this season.
I love it. I also love a little solo self-connection time. I'm a writer. Actually, do you have any recommendations for local little cabiny stays if I wanted to whisk myself away in a day's drive?
So I know over in Mount Charleston, they do have quite a few cabins. I know there's like a hotel up there. I mean, obviously here in Las Vegas, that's where the snow is.
Yeah, there's Airbnbs up there too. I've always been curious about. I like to camp up there, but I've never done like a cabin stay up there. Have you, Figler?
Yes, I have in the past. And it's always fun. I love
Cozy?
Mount Charleston. Yeah, sure.
Me too. So close. What about you? Are you going to treat yourself this holiday season?
Kind of the same game plan. It's like Las Vegas, you always have to get away for just a little bit to appreciate coming back, I think. And so we have been spending November tuning up our camper, which has been dormant a little too long, but it's getting in great shape. We might even repaint it just to bring it back to its original 1980 fiberglass splendor because it's an old guy. But yeah, we're thinking about like just a couple of days, like maybe a little weekend with the doggo going over to somewhere around Joshua Tree. I think that would be fun. So yeah.
You're both traveling.
That's where we're going to treat ourselves.
You know, that's funny. I was considering going to, there's a monastery on Highway 1 in California that when you rent the room, 3 meals a day are included. And it's supposed to be like, if you want to like think about God or if you just want quiet time, but like it's also really good as a writer's retreat. And I was sort of considering going up there, like maybe you two are inspiring me.
I love this, that our guide to Las Vegas in December is get out of town for a second.
But that is like the benefit of where we live, you all. We're
It's
so
true.
connected to all these extraordinarily beautiful places. Like we just named 3 different spots and the local one that are awesome escapes you can drive your car to. Okay, but like let's get it local. You're right, David. So what are some experiences or things you're going to do or buy this month in the city? What do you think, Norma?
Well, I know since December's coming, and I think December is a great month to visit Las Vegas because all the holiday stuff is going on, all the seasonal stuff.
The weather's
whether
gorgeous.
if it's whether if it's indoor or outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
So what's funny is that I'm actually doing a video right now called Winter Guide to Las Vegas. And I actually do this every single year just because it's one of my favorite videos to do. But I actually just went to the soft opening of Enchant.
Oh,
Have you guys gone to Enchant?
Yeah, my friend, my bestie here went last night and sent photos, and it seemed really enchanting, honestly.
Yeah, so that's what it was. I went yesterday because it was their soft opening. I begged to let me in and film early because I'm trying to have the video come out early too. But Enchant is just so beautiful. I mean, I feel like their ice skating rink is amazing. They're also opening up an ice skating rink this year at Fontainebleau. They're
cool.
taking over their pool. That one I'm going to go next week, so I'm really excited to do that. So it's kind of cool because you have places to do on the Strip and locally as well.
So it is at the ballpark in Summerlin. Is that right, Norma? The Enchant.
Correct, yes. It's right next to downtown Summerlin.
my friend said there was a elf named Sprinkles, so shout out to Sprinkles, and a cotton candy artisan.
Yum.
Both sound very appealing to me.
I didn't get to see that part. I do know one of my favorite things to eat there, and I've had this several years in a row, is that Cafe Lola actually has a stand there. They have this grilled cheese sandwich with the creamiest tomato soup to dip it in. It is so good. I know I can go to Cafe Lola any day, but I have to have it every single time that I go to Enchant.
Have you been to Cafe Lola, Sarah?
I haven't been to Cafe Lola. Is that on the Summerlin side of town?
It's all over town, actually. Well, I know there's one in Summerlin, in the Southwest, and Henderson. They have quite a few locations. It is like a girl's paradise in there. It is so many flowers. It's so pink. You can do tea time there. It's amazing.
It's a very Instagram-friendly place.
Can I ask you a grilled cheese specific question? Because I don't like a grilled cheese that tears up the roof of my mouth. I like a softer bread grilled cheese. So is this more like an artisan sourdough rips up my mouth, or is this like kind of a white bread, crispy yet soft?
It is more towards the artisan side. I'm not going to say it rips out your mouth. I think you'll be fine. But that's why you have the tomato soup to dip it in.
Okay, that's fair enough. Get it a little squish. All right,
Creamy.
I'm into it. I mean, I'm still going to try it, but I am sort of a trashy grilled cheese girl, like white bread and American slices and a little mustard. David Figler, do you ice skate?
I don't ice skate. I barely roller skate. I have more fun roller skating, and I'm glad roller skating is making a comeback.
It is making a comeback in a big way. I do neither. I'm one of the least coordinated people ever to be born on this planet. So, and I don't want any owies. All right. Well, I was just curious, David. So if you're not ice skating this season, what are you doing this December?
Well, interestingly enough, despite the fact that Las Vegas is probably one of the most well-lit places on Earth year-round,
Yes, it is.
I get a little, longing for even more lights. I love the Christmas lighty stuff. And so there are so many options in Las Vegas. It's crazy. So I narrowed it down to a few. I mean, the standby is always the Cactus Garden over at Ethel M. I love the way that they light up all the vegetation.
Ooh, but there is a line. Are they doing
Big
it?
line.
Because last year you couldn't buy tickets. You just stood in line and they could cut you off.
Yeah, so I have a couple of alternatives, although there are also going to be a long line at all of these things because people love their Christmas lights.
Let me just shout out too that if you want to shop at Ethel M, you can skip right past the line and just go to the store. The line is only for the Cactus Garden.
That's a hack. So here's one. Glittering lights at the Las Vegas Speedway. So they've got millions of lights and whole little sections and things, and you drive around and it's $39 per carload. So that excludes buses, so you can't totally screw them. But yeah, you could just get the whole fam and jam into the station wagon and drive around the Speedway and catch it all. And that seems like it would be pretty magical.
Yeah.
Speaking of magical, there is always the other standby, which is the Magical Forest over at Opportunity Village. That has been going on for years and years and years, and that's more of a walk-aroundy thing. And Opportunity Village, of course, is a great cause, so this is their really big fundraiser. But yeah, the lines for that are usually pretty long, but we always have a nice time when we go around, and there's rides for the kids and stuff like that. And that's if you go early bird, it's $22 a person.
Okay.
But they have all sorts of deals, if you have multiple people and you buy your stuff early online.
Well, okay, I know that the two of you probably know Ferguson's very well. The rehab motel on Fremont Street that's full of little shops that is perfect for holiday shopping. And we gave Mike's Recovery a big shout out on tomorrow's episode, who just, God, their products are beautiful. But of course, there's also the LV Plant Collective, there's Tofu Teas, but more importantly, Ferguson's does tons of events, both coming out of these little shops, but in the space as a whole, in their beautiful AstroTurf meadow. So you can just go to their website and look at all their events. Some of the ones I'm excited about is there is a basic houseplant care class happening at LV Plant Collective. So you can gift a plant or gift a class to someone that always kills their houseplants. And they're just such nice ladies at LV Plant Collective. There's also going to be a goldsmithing class at Nick Dreamer, which is the jewelry store up there. They regularly do silversmithing classes, which I haven't taken yet, but I really want to. And they just started adding the goldsmithing one where you'll walk out with your own handmade piece of jewelry.
Oh,
Usually
fun.
it's a ring. I know. Isn't that cool?
Do you ever go over to Ferguson, Norma?
You know what's so funny? Because you mentioned it right now. I get my hair done at that
salon.
that place. Yeah,
Yes.
that's where I get my hair done. So I just got my hair cut and I got it dyed a little. I don't want to say black, but just a lot darker. And yeah, the Noise Project. That's what it's called. That's where I
Project,
get my
yes.
hair done.
I also wanted to shout out that they're doing a silent headphone yoga. So if you need some me time this month and to just like be a little peaceful, yeah, it'll be totally silent from the outside and I guess DJ in the ears. And oh my God, there's so much. A seasonal clothing swap, December 14th. And they're doing a holiday event series, including a wrapping paper workshop. You're not making it, you're learning how to wrap, which I genuinely need because my presents are so thoughtful. And then I am horrible at wrapping them. I just
stick
kind of
stuff in a paper bag.
give
Here
up.
you go.
Yeah, like gift bags have definitely saved me, but like I think I really do need the wrapping workshop. So I keep it tuned in Ferguson's. I follow them on Instagram and a lot of the classes come up there, but you can go to the website and see their whole list as well.
Also, good coffee at Mothership and good cocktails over at F the Bar.
And it's just a nice place to sit. Let's be honest.
Oh my God. I love F the Bar. I've done a few classes in there where they did, I think it was like a whiskey class. They've done
They
tequila
do cocktail classes.
The place itself is really nice and it's full of plants inside too.
Yes. We did an episode about speed dating, Norma. I did a speed dating thing there too.
Did you really? It was at F the Bar? I didn't even put that together. Wow.
Yeah. It was, in a way, it was kind of nice because you have to leave the space to go to the restroom. So it felt like there was an intermission.
You had an escape.
I had an escape to like just breathe for a second. Anyway, that's a whole nother story, Norma. But it honestly was pretty fun and felt very safe.
I'm James McComb, reporting live from home in my bathrobe and slippers. Tonight, we're talking Dunkin' Polar Peppermint Coffee. Gene's here with the latest. Gene, do you copy?
The home with Dunkin' is where you want to be.
The #1 selling product of its kind with over 20 years of research and innovation. Botox Cosmetic, onabotulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
We're already talking about all the festivals and events. This is what I mean by there's a lot going on, but there's also some good foodie stuff coming up as well. Norma, are you eating anything in particular this December?
Oh man, I don't know about eating so much, but I'm more excited about the drinking places.
Oh, that's fair. Yes.
Just because obviously, again, in my YouTube channel, it's a lot towards tourists, but obviously I will do the local stuff as well. But the one that I'm super excited about is Pinkies by Vanderpump, which is over at the Flamingo Hotel.
Okay.
I'm going in beginning of December. That's when they're having like their grand opening. But I just passed by it the other day because it's been boarded up and they have cardboard all around it. But they finally took down the cardboard. And obviously it's not ready yet, but I saw it and it looks so beautiful. It actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of looks like a greenhouse, and it kind of gives like a little bit like old Hollywood vibes. And Vanderpump, they do their cocktails so well. I mean, they don't skimp on the alcohol.
They do not.
They go all out.
And if you want to order something basic, you can.
They're very stylish too. Like the one at Caesar's Palace is very appealing to walk into.
Yeah, I've been to the one at Paris, and not that they need our recommendation. They're all doing just fine. I have to say I was pleasantly surprised by my entire experience from the way that it looked, the service, and the cocktails. So I'm interested, like, how does the Pinkies, like, different from one of the other Vanderpump spots? Do you know?
I actually don't, but I mean, I think it kind of has to do a little bit maybe with the Flamingo because, the Flamingo is all about pink and all that.
Sure.
But maybe they just said, hey, let's put it in Flamingo because it goes well with our pink theme. I mean, I don't even know if it's going to be pink or not, but I'm not sure. I don't really watch their show.
No, me neither.
But I mean, they do great with their other places.
Yeah.
I would love it if it was a throwback. There used to be a very well-known pool hall in Las Vegas called Pinky's.
I don't think that's their vibe, but I too would love that.
All the pool tables had pink felt, and there was like a giant pink thing up on the top of it. It was like definitely like a hot spot, I don't know, like 200 years ago.
Norma, this actually sounds up your alley. Did you ever hang at Pinky's?
No, I didn't.
I would go to Pinky's now and again. Oh, that's way old school. I'm going to guess it's before we were all born, including me.
Well, and actually, David, you have a new drinking spot picked out you're targeted for December.
Yeah, and sometimes I hate making recommendations that are going to be on the strip. Like last month, I recommended Jive Turkey down in my neighborhood downtown. And we did go there. Actually, we've been there a couple times, and it's glorious. It's a great little spot. Yeah, we did a neighborhood bike ride, and we landed at the end of the bike ride. We went all through the Arts District and up Fremont East, and then we landed over at Jive Turkey where we had cocktails and sliders and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. But
We got food, too. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, so I always try to think off-strip, but there's one that's kind of got my attention on strip. So
What?
Well, Caesar's Palace has had, sadly, a very famous lounge called Cleopatra's Barge. And that's been there since I was a kid, and it was on water, and it had like these elaborate carvings on it. They reinvented it recently as like a showpiece for different residencies. My friend Puddle's Pity Party did his residency there. It's so much fun to go to. And now it's shuttered. And I'm like, what could they possibly put in there? And they came up with a great concept. So it's called Caspian's Cocktails and Caviar. And yeah, right away you think, oh, a caviar bar, wah, wah. But this
Very
actually
strip.
looks approachable.
I love caviar.
I love caviar too,
Yeah.
but it's like so exclusive and like it's expensive and it's like, but this one actually looks approachable. So they have all sorts of things on the menu, like a short can of Pringles and like a house-made French onion dip with a little bit of caviar on top. I like that.
Oh, I did see that. With caviar, I was like, how much am I paying for that Pringles when I could go to the grocery store, get my Pringles, get my hella good French onion dip, and call it a damn day, right?
But it's a one shot. And then also they're going to do like potato latkes with the creme fraiche on it. And I like that,
that's
especially
good.
holiday season. It's good stuff. And it looks adorable. It's built by the same people who did the Speakeasy, the barbershop one over at the Cosmopolitan. So I looked at the renderings online and the place just looks gorgeous with opal and pearl settings and all that stuff. But then there's going to be a back room to it, which is going to be a 100-seat, 100-capacity venue for live music.
Wow.
Which is also really cute because that's going to be like some real intimate experiences. And especially if you have the same kind of drop-ins that you have like at the barbershop, like Bruno Mars, etc., you could really luck into a fantastic night. So I am absolutely going to check it out, have a little nostalgia for this space, a little sadness that the one that I loved is gone, but looking forward to a new space. And it's not going to be an everyday thing, but, caviar it up in December. Why not?
I feel like we always need to know good spots on the strip, right, Norma? Like you have friends in town, they're in town for a conference, they're staying on the strip. You got to have some good suggestion that's not just like overpriced,
Yeah. So
Well, we'll see how the prices go.
Okay, I'm gonna plug it in really quick, but so I actually did a video recently called "The 10 Dishes You Must Try in Las Vegas Before You Die." So this is actually a video I had been wanting to do for many, many years because sometimes it's all about like, oh, I'm gonna go to this restaurant and I have no idea what I'm going to eat. But it's like, no, I wanted to do a video where you know specifically what dish you're going to get. You're there for the dish. It doesn't matter if it's Gordon Ramsay or if it's a local chef. It doesn't matter like if it's expensive or non-expensive. I'm not there for the service. I'm there for this specific dish. So
Yeah.
definitely watch it. But
Give me one example.
oh my God. Oh, there's so many of them.
I want all of them, quite frankly.
Okay, I'll start local. The first one is at Golden Steer.
Our producer was just there for her birthday.
Yeah, I mean, it's been here forever, honestly.
Her boyfriend surprised her, and they waddled out of there, I think. I saw how much food that they consumed.
I mean, all of their food is delicious, for sure. But the one specific one that caught my eye, and I've gone back for it, and surprisingly, it wasn't the steak. It was actually, it's called shrimp de jonc. So it's this dish. It has like garlic in it, breadcrumbs, and then these huge prawns just oiled up all over with this sauce. And it is so good I don't know. It was so delicious. You get bread at the table. We like once we finished our shrimp, we were dipping our bread in the sauce.
Yeah.
It was
Sop
so
up that sauce.
delicious. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I've been there once before for my birthday because I wanted, did I get bananas flambe? I wanted a dessert on fire. And executive producer Lena Mohammed got this gigantic lobster tail. Anyway, Las Vegas classic, Golden Steer, shout out. I have to say that the holidays make me think of tamales because it's such like a holiday dish for Thanksgiving or Christmas where everyone like, all the women in the family get together and like it's labor intensive, but you're doing it together and it's the whole thing. So I am really pumped for the Tamales and Mariachi Festival, which is December 7th. It's at the historic 5th Street School, which David, you and I were just at for the Las Vegas Book Festival. And that was my first experience in that space. And I love that space because it's like all these interconnected courtyards and this beautiful architecture and some indoor space. Like it's just this very cool place to wander. So there is going to be about 1 million different kinds of tamales, which I'm very excited about. I don't know what vendors are going to be there, but tamales all day long, 10 to 4. And then there's going to be a lot of performers, including 3-time Grammy Award-winning Mariachi Los Comperos and Mariachi Divas de Cindy Shay. So just like music and a hang, you can drop in, you can pop out, and you can have some tamales, and then it will feel like Christmas. Okay, so last we have what we call our kicker, which is our like one do not miss event of the month. Mine is the Las Vegas Indian Center Native American Market. It's their annual Christmas market. There is also going to be food and music there, which makes it even better. This year, it's going to be at the College of Southern Nevada Student Union Auditorium over on Cheyenne Avenue on December 7th, 9 to 5. There's going to be a raffle, there's going to be beadwork, there's going to be pottery, there's going to be all kinds of arts produced by Native people. And I love the idea that I can support our local Indigenous community and also like give some beautiful handmade gifts too. So I am super stoked for the Native American holiday market too. David, what are you not going to miss this holiday season?
Well, I know that Las Vegas has done a lot of things to diversify the kind of things that happen in our community in December. But to me, as a long timer, it's always about the Cowboys and NFR. I mean, that is kind of
Christmas? Oh, because of the rodeos
December,
this year.
It's going to be all over the place.
Layla and I went last year. We had a great time. It was awesome.
So there's lots of music and comedians and all this other stuff. There's events all over the place. But the feature piece to me is always Cowboy Christmas, which is just a huge retail convention. And there's food and they have little, events pop up there and there's podcasters, I'm sure they're going to do their stuff and whatever. But you didn't know this, Sarah, but I have I don't know, secret cowboy side.
Do you?
I have a collection of at least a couple of dozen cowboy shirts and bolo ties and belt buckles and boots and hats.
It's not surprising to me that it's about the fashion for you, David
Yeah,
Figler.
it really is. And I like to, go up to Elko for the Cowboy Poetry Gathering whenever we can. And I like to dress the part. And sure, I might be just a poser urban cowboy, but I do love it. And Cowboy Christmas is just one of those magical places where there's just all the things everywhere. And they have lots of tchotchkes and cute little like knickknacks.
And like make your own stuff.
Yeah, that's all sorts of stuff. And there's other like rival ones that are around. I know there's one over at the South Point. It really is a cowboy time in Las Vegas.
When is it?
So the show is running December 5th through the 14th. It goes 9 to 4 daily, and it's free admission for people.
I'm glad you reminded me of this because I always call it the Cowboy Convention, which is not the name of it. It's Cowboy Christmas. Because the first person to tell me about it was Eric Duran Valle, who really, really is a local cowboy, also into it for the fashion. And it's one of his favorite events of the year. Our contributor, Cam PR.
Oh, it's totally fun. It used to be at like Sam's Town, which is totally was a little bit more rustic, but now it's big time.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I'm going to try to make it. Norma, what are you not going to miss this month?
You guys already kind of stole my thought because, yes, before I actually used to work at the Mirage Hotel as concierge, and Mirage was one of the hubs where they would have free concerts there at the Mirage at the Sportsbook. They would put up stages. They would have a different performer every single night. I remember they used to let us dress up all cowboyish for work. And that's how, all the cowboys loved it.
That's a Vegas tradition. Like the casino employees. Yeah.
And so many country music artists are going to be playing over the next month, too.
So
like
many.
It affects the whole town.
Yeah, I mean, all I remember was like, oh, this is like the best 10 days of December because, again, it's like, it's such a long time. And then, again, they used to have the free concerts at the Mirage, but now they kind of have it in other places, too. I've seen it at Mandalay Bay, that they have the free concerts. It's just all over the Strip. And, the Cowboys aren't bad looking either.
Oh, no, they are handsome.
So it's kind of good to, sit down with some popcorn and just see them pass by.
It is a really fun time here. If, you'll all get tickets to the rodeo, what is it called?
NFR?
National Finals Rodeo.
If you get a chance to get tickets, it's over at Thomas and Mack. It is definitely worth it. I had a blast last year, and not to call out Layla Muhammad in every category, but she formerly hated the rodeo because she went to UNLV and she said the horses were stinky. So, but I feel like it grew on her after we went in person. It was super exciting. There's an incredible amount of talent there and it was packed. It was packed to the roof.
Yeah, and I feel like everybody that comes through for Cowboy Christmas is so nice. Everybody that comes from like Texas and all the other states, they've all been super nice. And the way they party is kind of iconic too. Like I want to party with them.
What do you mean? What have you seen?
No, I mean, okay. So it wasn't at Cowboy Christmas, but I've seen it at other cowboy events. Like I remember one time I was working at an event and it was a little bit in the hotter season and like some of them just had their shirts off. And I had to like help scan everybody in. And
I bet
this
you were.
one guy,
Sorry,
he was I remember I had to like scan them in and they were probably a few beers in and he came over and he hugged me and he was like, all right, scan me. And I was like, wait, you have to let go of me so I can scan. He's like, no, scan me right here. And it was just, to me, it was the most hilarious things. But all my like coworkers were like, oh my gosh, he needs help. I'm like, go away.
You're like, I'm doing fine. I consent.
I got this handled, guys.
I am handling it.
I do think that more shots are, especially of whiskey and bourbon, are done during this week just to show off than probably any other month of
my gosh.
Vegas history. Yeah.
If you were a bartender in Vegas, give us that data. Give us those stats. Okay, well, I will see you both at Cowboy Christmas. This sounds super fun. Norma, is there any way that the Cowboys hang out specifically? David, you might know too. Where can we see some Cowboys post at the end of the day?
Oh, stop it. You guys are so thirsty right now.
Well, obviously, the steakhouses.
Really?
They take over all the steakhouses, like all the high-end ones or the ones that aren't as expensive. They just fill up all the restaurants. I mean, obviously, all the bars. And they're just walking up and down the Strip. I mean, they truly take over.
I'm imagining that the places that play country music during the rest of the year are probably going to be over,
oh my God,
like flowing with them. Gillies, Saddle and Spur, Hogs and Heifer.
Ole Red?
Yeah, this is the first year that Ole Red is going to be open for Cowboy Christmas because they opened up, I want to say January.
Yeah, you're right.
Or something like that. So this is going to be the first time. Oh my God, that place is already popping every single day.
Packed.
So it's going to be crazy during then.
Here's the hack for Ole Red. Don't eat there, just go for a drink. Because if you're not eating, you can skip the line and you go up to the upper levels, which have outdoor balconies too. If you're like me and you need a little break from the crowd, you can step out there. But yeah, if you see the line, that's for dining, skip it, just get a drink, go eat somewhere else. That's my hot tip.
Yeah, honestly, just go up to the security guard and be like, hey, is this line for dining or is there a separate line just to go up and get a drink? And, they are helpful, so they'll tell you what to do.
Yeah, I'll wave you right in.
Yeah, because I think that's what people were a little scared of is seeing that line.
Yeah.
And
do you just skip
it made it kind of skip it. Yeah. You can just go right in.
Don't eat there. Go get some nice ramen I hear the ramen in that little plaza is actually really, really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They have like a donut place there. The shawarma place is always packed. They have that hot dog spot.
Yeah. All those little spots in front of the horseshoe, they're really decent. Eat there, then go to Ole Red. I'll go to the Cowboys. Listen, gents, I know how to ride a horse. Hit me up. Find me on social media. And I think that covers it. Wow, what a packed December, but I do feel like we've pulled out some picks so that people don't get too overwhelmed. Thank you both so much. Thank you, Norma. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
That was a lot of fun. December's going to be great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so busy. I love it.
that's all for today here on CityCast Las Vegas. Hey, if you like this episode, you should definitely send it to a friend, make some plans. You can also rate our show and leave us a review, and subscribe to our morning newsletter for more December fun. We'll be back tomorrow morning with our gift guide. Take care. I mean, I'm on the website right now, and I gotta say, Norma, you are not wrong. These are some handsome fellas at Cowboy Christmas.
Yeah.
This is better than Chippendales.
I mean, sometimes.